Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Daryl Show. How y'all doing this evening? Hopefully all is well. And I hope you guys, I'm doing great. Hope you guys are doing the same. It's time for the Daryl Show. Listen, I had a pretty good football week. The Dirty Birds came back and won. The Dirty Birds came back and won. Sorry about that music. The Dirty Birds came back and won the other day. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was listening to the game as I was driving on Thursday night, and I did not know what to expect at all. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know. I saw what was happening, and then eventually I saw what wasn't happening, and then I decided, you know what? That's enough of it for me. I didn't want to deal with it anymore, so I decided to shut the game off. And then once I found out the game was when the game was off, I found out that they came back and won. So I guess that's a lesson in life for me today. Don't give up on your people when it's time. When they're doing what they need to do. Y'all forgive me. Today has been completely discombobulated, but I'm here. I praise God for it. I thank God that I'm able to be here to meet with you guys again. I hope all is well with you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful week. It is the countdown to Christmas. We have a little over a week and a half until Christmas gets here. And I am happy to admit that all that I was going to purchase has been purchased. Praise be unto God. Let me go and clap that up. Because the older these kids get, the more expensive they become. And then not just that, the most important thing is my little grandson should be here sometime this week. Hopefully. Hopefully he comes and he's here to bless us and to be who I think he is, who I believe he is a God. Of course, I'm gonna get off this phone and I'm gonna pray for him. I'll pray for his mom more, that they have a safe and secure, safe and sound delivery this week. I'm excited. I've been thinking about this little boy for a very long time now, and I have been thinking about being his granddaddy. I don't want to be Pawpaw. I don't want to be Pop. I don't want to be Poppy. I want to be granddaddy, because that's who I am. I want to be somebody's granddaddy. I'm 47 years old. I don't need these. I'm not like these other grandparents, these new age grandparents. I'm an old school granddaddy. Call me granddaddy, god dog. That's what I want. I want to be called granddaddy, because that's what I call my granddaddy. Granddaddy. He was a well-respected man in my eyes. He was the one for me, and I'm thankful for him being the one for me as well. Can't believe this is little baby Salem will be 4 generations. Let me see. My parents, me, my daughter, and him. Yeah, there's 4 generations here. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to even be blessed enough. My children made me millionaires, but he's making me a billionaire in Jesus' name. And I'm really, really thankful for it. Yesterday, my oldest son, he turned 29. And so I asked him, I called him, told him happy birthday, things like that. And I asked him, I was like, what do you want for your birthday? He was like, man, I got food over here. He's like, my lights is on, rent paid. He said, I don't think I really need anything. I was like, man, come on here. So we started talking about his nephew, aka my grandson, and we just decided we're gonna love on him and dote on him and spoil him this holiday season. So it's been a collective effort, I should say. This little boy is blessed. But enough for me. What do you guys got going on? I noticed that back home, one of my favorite times of the year, the Aflac Christmas party took place, and your boy Nelly was in the building. I wonder if he brought Ashanti with him. I didn't get any inside information about that, but Nelly was in Columbus, Georgia, performing at the Aflac Christmas party last night, and from what I can tell, it was a time. I remember back in the day when I was married, my ex-wife was my ex-wife was a fan of, well, she was employed by Aflac, and I went to the Aflac Christmas party, and I saw, I saw Kool and the Gang, I saw KC the Sunshine Band, and I saw some other people, but I forget who it was, but it was some years ago. So praise God. So I'm gonna get right into it because I already spent almost 10 minutes rambling. So I'm not even gonna be here long for real this time. I honestly don't even know why I am even talking about this today, because I was thinking about this over the last couple of weeks, but I don't know why I just feel led to talk about it today. It's nothing major. You guys, it's this show right here and the show next week. That's going to be it for the year of 2025. So I'm just, next week we're going to be talking about Christmas and the Christmas season. I can go ahead and tell you that now. But today I felt led to talk about attraction for some reason. And, you know, I hope this music is not too loud. If it is, please let me know and I will adjust it. But anyway, I am talking about attraction today. And so I was doing a little research. I was, thinking and, sitting here wondering how I'm gonna put this together. And it's really not much, honestly. I got like 4 points. I'm gonna talk about these 4 points. And I think as a single man and dating, I started over the years. I've been single since 2011. That's when I got divorced. So with that, me being divorced, I've had relationships that were in the will of God, and I've had relationships outside of the will of God since then. Clearly, clearly I haven't been abstinent that whole time. So I have a 9-year-old. So if you do your math, 11 years ago, 2011 is 14 years ago. So and school is 9. Okay, that's all y'all need to know about that. But I used to think about attraction and what it meant and things like that for me growing up. And I used to have this long drawn out list about she had to be tall, she had to be this, she had to be that, all of that. And then I started realizing none of that was coming my way. Now, did I get my quote unquote dream girl before? I have. I've even kissed my crush before. Do what you want to with that. Judge me how you want to, but I've even kissed my crush before. And not many people can say that. So, and I'm talking about somebody I was fully attracted to. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I was 90% attracted to, because I am a person who, over the years, I'm 47 at this point. Over the years, my attractions have not necessarily changed, but been edited. They've been sorry, I want to use the right word because I don't want y'all thinking I'm crazy. I've literally I've taken life a little bit more seriously and done things in a way that's a little more progressive and that's more conducive to me. I used to be a little color struck back in the day. I know y'all ain't gonna believe that, but I did. I used to be a little color struck back in the day. I know she used to have to be tall, light skinned, big old booty. Oh. I'll tell you all of my business, but it's true. That's what it was about back in the day. I used to have to do all of that. But now, yes, physical attraction is still important to me. But what's right next to that is spiritual and emotional and mental attraction. Those things are so important to me. And I'm not just referring to chemistry. In order for me to be with somebody now, we literally have to be compatible. We have to be two people that's walking together in order for us to agree. And because, that's what the Bible says. But I've given up the list. Okay. I've given up. It's certain things I still want. There's certain things that I'm not going to compromise on, but there are other things that I know that I can compromise on. It's probably best that I compromise on. I'd prefer to be with somebody who's been married before. I prefer to be with somebody who has had at least two children, 1 or 2 children, but no more than 5. I'm at the stage where I'm not having any children anymore. So a part of my attraction to a woman is going to be if she has children or if she doesn't have children and how many she has, and if she wants to continue to have more children. I'm not there. Like I said, I'm 47. I got my little oops baby in Scooter. He's 9. I don't want to go down that road anymore. And I took a real hard look at myself because I did not want to base my decision on things that I've gone through in the past. And for a long time, I did do that. Things that I dealt with the women I was married to, the woman that I had a son with. I allowed that to shape my belief system when it comes to what I wanted. But then I had to take a step back and I had to say, that's not your end all be all. That's you have to look beyond it. And I had to make sure I made this decision from a healed place. And I believe I did. I really spent time in therapy, in spiritual healing, all of these different things, inner healing. I took time to work on all of that. Now, excuse me. Believe it or not, it's not hard for me to find somebody that I'm attracted to because my list has been shortened so much. Yes, the physical is going to attract me first, but after that, I'm talking about like, as soon as I say, oh, I like her physically, I got to see what her heart and spirit is like. So, but the main ways, this is one of my first point, but the main ways I have seen and I've studied and checked out attraction. One of the main ways people are attracted to people is by proximity. So since y'all know that I don't date women that are at my job, in my neighborhood, that live in my neighborhood and that go to my local church, the one that I go to, it kind of limits me when it comes to attraction. I've tried dating apps. I've met women off of social media, things like that. And the unfortunate part about it is a lot of times that I've met women from social media and things like that. And I always come with me. I always come with who I am up front. I don't really hide anything from anybody. I give you my very best. And I don't lie. I don't hide any parts of my life. I don't say that I have one thing and I'm willing to do something that I'm not willing to do. I'm talking about, I'm completely honest about my attractions. I'm completely honest about my affections and things like that. Simply because I am at the age where I don't want to have to deal with somebody giving me their representative. I don't want a representative. I don't want to be a representative. I want to be the truest person that I can be as quickly as possible. I really don't believe in, I don't believe in dating for 40 and 50 years to get to know somebody or to try to pretend as if though I need that in order to get to know somebody. No, I really believe that if we are in proximity to one another, and that's why I struggle with long distance dating also. Because it's like I'm a truck driver. Every relationship that I'm in, if she lives down the street from me, it's going to be long distance. So I try to keep it real. I try to tell the truth up front because we're not in each other's close personal space all the time. I don't really want to. I don't want to belabor things that I don't have to. I don't want to try to pretend to be something else. I put everything out there from the beginning. Don't come here starting no mess. Don't come here starting. Don't come here starting no mess, Pastor Sherry. Good evening, by the way. But anyway, I put it all out there because I know that it's kind of hard for me to meet somebody in my close proximity. You know, I'm a straight black man who's a Christian, and the crazy part is, like, a lot of times I don't even tell women. I do ask women, are they saved from the beginning? And I try to make sure we're talking about the same thing because I don't want no confusion. I just want to make sure we're on the same page, you know, based off of what God tells me. You know, how can I walk with somebody unless we agree? And I also understand that agreement is paramount for a solid relationship. Again, I've said this quote before and I say it again. My old pastor would say, you know, ladies, that lady does not want your 5-year husband. She wants your 25-year husband. And I know that in order for me to get to 25 years with somebody, I have to spend time with them, and I have to learn them, and they have to learn me, and we have to do what we need to do to learn that. Becoming one doesn't happen overnight. Becoming one happens with the ups, the downs, the ins and outs, the surety, the uncertainty, all of these different things. And a lot of times, if you are not mature enough to um, ride that wave or do what you need to do, then you won't make it to that point. I remember back in 2011, I went to Manpower. There was a group of us went to Manpower, and Bishop Jakes was on the platform teaching. And I don't know, he was talking about his brother Ernest. He was like, he was just talking about his brother rode a motorcycle, and he said his brother was married to a white woman. And he said, so if y'all see somebody on the motorcycle that looked like me with a white woman on the back, that's not me. That's my brother. But he said something that was profound that his brother said to his wife. He said his brother told her that no matter what we do, whichever way I lean, you lean. Whichever way I go, you go. He said, because I don't need you fighting against what it is that we're trying to do in riding this motorcycle, because if not, we'll fall off. And a lot of times people, want to get on a motorcycle with somebody, proverbially, of course, everybody don't do that, but we get on a motorcycle together, and it's the one thing I've learned over the years I'm not going to do with anybody, attracted to them or not. I'm not going to get into a power struggle with anybody. I know as a leader who I am. I know what type of leader I am. I actually studied this out. And I am a situational leader. I am one of those who can adapt on the fly to wherever we are, but I lean more towards coaching. I'm that guy who will run the plays. I will tell you about the plays. We'll go over it in practice. So when it comes down to game day, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you while the game is going on. No, I'm going to delegate in the moment, and in the end, when everything is over with, we could talk about the fallout. We could talk about everything that comes along with it. And I know, again, I'm honest about this up front, because I want people to know that I'm genuine. I'm not going to argue. Amen. We will need that person 20 years from now. I'm not going to argue with somebody. I'm not going to fuss and cuss with you in the moment. We could do all that later on. So proximity matters. Next thing, similarity and complementarity. Now, I do want a woman who has some things that's similar to me. Now, I don't want a woman who is just like me. No, I never want that. And I don't understand people who does want that, because in my mind, if I had somebody who's just like me, that defeats the purpose of us being in a relationship together. Right? I want to be attracted to somebody and be with somebody who not necessarily opposite of me, but we can have the same similar compatibility and foundation. But I need for her to have her everything else. I need for her to have her own personality. I need for her to have her own, and we're going to get to personality and all that stuff. But I need for her to have her own personality, her own mindset, her own independence. Independence is quite important to me. But I definitely need someone who knows how to be interdependent. If I'm dating you, I'm trying to learn all this stuff up front. If I'm pursuing somebody, I'm dating you, I'm listening to everything. I'm listening to how you talk to the waiter, how you talk to your children, how you talk to your family, how you talk to me. All of these things, all of that stuff really matters to me. I'm looking to see if a woman is open, if she's pliable, if she can learn from me, because essentially I know God called me to be a teacher. So with that, I operate under the mindset, up under the guise that if I can't teach my own family, if I can't teach my own household, then there's no way I'm going to be able to teach strangers. There's no way I'm going to be able to teach people to adhere to the wiles and ways of God. That's how I look at it. So with me having that mindset, with me having that belief system, I try to operate in that in every regards. So, but I do want things to be similar. I want us to be able to live in harmony and walk in unison when it comes to our lives together. even separately. I used to tell people that I were dating or with back in the day that I represent you, you represent me, whether we're in each other's space or not. So part of my attraction to a woman is, can she or can we have some things that are similar yet different and still, cohabitate, so to speak. So that's a big thing to me. That's one of the biggest things to me, honestly, is if that we can be similar yet different, but still, make this thing work, still dance together. Sometimes as a man, I could be clumsy. If we're dancing together, I got long feet. I may step on your toes. So are you going to be upset, or are you going to be able to hold it together enough until we can get to the end of this dance and say, hey, watch your feet next time, or whatever the case may be. I think about these things, especially when it comes to my own, personal dating life and things like that, because I don't want to keep going through this. And I'm telling you all of this simply because I made it my business in 2026. I really, really, really want to be in a committed relationship and be married to somebody. I do. I really want that to be the goal. I want to be somebody's husband, not just married. It's rough out here in these single streets. But I really, really want to purposely get to know someone, purposely be in somebody's personal space and somebody in my personal space. I want to share all that I've accomplished. And hopefully she'll share what she's accomplished with me. And hopefully we can find a way to make this together. Make this work together. So, which leads me to my third point. And we've already talked about this a little bit, but I'm just rolling along again. I'm not going to be here long today. This is just something I was thinking about earlier. And my next point is physical attraction. Okay, so I'm not attracted to short women. If you're below 5'5", I can't do nothing with you. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I can't do anything with a woman below 5'5". No. I tried that, and the short women always be like, man, I'm just, I don't know why y'all don't like me. I'm so down to earth. You should be. You almost walking parallel with it. I'm sorry. But no, seriously though. I can't do nothing with a woman beyond this long, shorter than 5'5". I like tall women. I like women who tall. I'm gonna say that, who's taller than 5'5" and above. I've tried the short one. I tried to get a short queen some love, but I just can't do it. Nah, I can't do it. And I know this sounds crazy, but I'm not that guy who I dated. I not dated. I used to work with this guy who was 6'5". Matter of fact, we called him 6'5". He was 6'5". I'm 6'3", so he was 6'5". And so he dated a girl at our job named Brittany, and she was 5'9". And we were in a break room one day. He was like, man, I hate how tall she is. I was like, what? He's like, man, he said, just does her. And the truth of the matter is, he told the truth that her height intimidated him. And I'm like, bro, you 6'5". You above average. You in the top 1% of the world. And he was like, I hate it. And me, I don't like anybody that's below 5'5". I don't care. I'll take a woman between 5'5" and 6'1" easily. I don't want no. Physically, she has to be a little taller for me. I don't, and I don't like skinny girls either. Let me put that out there. I don't like skinny girls. I'm not attracted to skinny women at all. And by skinny, she tall. She gonna be tall, and it's gonna be a little bit more proportionate. But I don't want somebody who's like skin and bones. I'm sorry. Sorry, that's not me. I could be skinny all day long, but I do not want a woman you gotta be two something to do something with me. At least, I don't know, 180 to be a lady. Is that what they say? But no skinny girls. No skinny girls. And most importantly, no white women. I don't want no white women at all. Can't do it. I've never dated a white woman, and over the years I've learned they're not just for me. They're not for me at all. I don't want no white woman. I don't, and I hate to say it this way, but it's true. I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. I don't trust nothing about them. I don't trust their families, anything like that. Now I have white friends that I love dearly, but as far as dating a white woman, for me personally, no, I don't see it happening. Not because racist or prejudice or anything like that, but there's nothing to me like the sweetness of a beautiful black woman. And I love black women with everything in me, no matter what I've gone through with a black woman, no matter how much she's dragged me through the mud, one has dragged me through the mud, or whatever the case may be. Even the attitudes that I hate, I love about a black woman. I don't want anything but that. No, I've dated, others, Puerto Ricans, I've dated, but it's just something about a black woman to me and that I love so very much. I can't see myself with anything but a black woman. I've tried to imagine it. I've tried to think about what I would be able to do. I don't even want, and I see these young guys out here. I see these young guys out here with white girls, and I ain't got no problem with it. You date who you date, you love who you love. But for me, I can't. I've tried to, get my mind to operate in that sense. Can't do it. Can't do it. Nope. Can't do it. Sorry, not sorry. But anyway, she got to be tall. She can't be skinny. Now, when I say skinny, when I say she ain't got to be skinny, I don't want no 600-pound woman. But at the same time, though, I need a little cushion for the pushing. I'm a big dude, so and I need something sturdy for me. I'm sorry, I need something sturdy, but no, I can't deal with no skinny women. I can't deal with no white women. Definitely not no short women. So, another point is, and again, I told you I'm rolling right through these because I'm in wind down mode just like y'all. I got to drive tonight, and it's a snowstorm up the road from where I'm going. So, psychologically, I definitely want a woman who is emotionally and mentally all together. Yeah, I do. I learned, oh man, a few years ago actually, dealing with an emotionally immature woman. That is draining. Oh my goodness, it's so draining. And being an emotionally insecure man is draining as well, I'm sure, to her. But I can't personally deal with somebody that's emotionally immature. I can't deal with somebody who has a sourpuss personality or anything like that. And I'm only telling you guys things that I'm attracted to. You guys may be attracted to something completely different, and that's okay. And I want you guys to understand and know what your attractions are. But I know that I can't deal with the emotional immaturity of a woman. And I used to say that I was okay with a woman who was spiritually immature as well, and I am. But I want somebody who is pliable enough to learn from me. And I'm not a guy who operates in pride. I understand that there are going to be some things that a woman can teach me that I didn't know or I don't know. Excuse me. And I embrace those parts of her too. I want to learn from a woman. I know there's certain things that I'm not capable of doing. I know certain things that I know I just don't want to do. Any woman that I come in contact with, I tell them straight up, I don't like washing dishes. I don't like cleaning the bathroom. Of course I have to do it to survive. I don't like cooking. So I tell women this all the time because, and I notice that most women be like, I can handle that. But you have those that be like, okay, whatever. It's just something to do. But because I want to be completely vulnerable with somebody. I want to be able to bare my heart. And a part of my attraction is she has to be emotionally secure. She has to be someone who can handle every one of my secrets, every one of my dark places, everything that I need in order for me to be who I am. Yes, I am spiritual. I am apostolic. I am prophetic. I am all of these things. But at the end of the day, I'm still human. And I don't want to pretend as if though my humanity is not going to be in the relationship with me, I'd be lying. And I don't want that from her either. I don't want the woman that I deal with to be or that I'm attracted to not be human. I'm very direct. I'm very blunt. And sometimes some of the things that I'm confident in may come across as arrogance, but it's not. I'm one of those guys who, when I know something, I know something. When I'm sure of something, I'm sure of it. I'm extremely dogmatic. And in order for you to get something from me, you're gonna have to open my brain up and take it out. My friends will tell you when Daryl is locked in, he's locked in. And that's a part of my attraction to somebody, that I need for her to recognize that's who I am. I need for her to recognize that I am very forthright with what I know. I'm patient. I'm way more patient now than I've ever been in my life. I've been single for the last 12 years, 13 years. So I'm patient. But I can be blamed or accused of being a nonchalant as well, but I'm really not. I care a whole lot. I think the people that I come around, no matter if you're friend, relationship, whatever, I do way more praying for them than they know. A lot of times, it's certain things I know that I'm incapable of doing in the moment. So the one thing that I am capable of doing is praying and interceding for people, and that's what I do. I want people to really, it's always my prayer for everybody that I come in contact with to have the very best part of this life that they can have. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's finances, whether it's emotions, whether it's relationship, no matter what it is, I want you to have the very best. And I don't care if I'm not the very best for you. I'm the guy. I'll step aside and let another person take over and do what it is that they need to do if they can love you better, if they can take care of you better. I'm not too prideful to even to say that or be that person. I don't mind investing in relationships. I don't mind investing financially, spiritually, emotionally, any of those things, because I don't jump off the porch with my heart and mind at war with each other. I don't do anything through euphoria or anything like that. I try to think and I try to pray and I try to, really give God space to lead me in all things that I do when it comes to a person. It doesn't matter what level it is. Doesn't matter if it's work related. Doesn't matter if it's, relationship. Doesn't matter if it's, no matter if we're doing business, whatever it is. I really take a step back and I really allow God to be God in those situations. So yeah, she has to be not psychologically, but she has to be emotionally mature for me. Her personality, I don't care about if she's bubbly. I don't care if she's, lively, whatever the case may be. I'm an introvert. To my core. And the older I get, the more I embrace it. I thought I used to be the guy that was out and about and happy and all of these things about, being in the streets and things like that. Not anymore. I do not care about that. I'm perfectly fine with being at home, sitting down somewhere, watching TV. Like this whole weekend, I was here alone. Daryl Jr. out in the streets doing what he do. I always pray that he's safe or whatever the case may be. But I spend a great deal of my time by myself, and sometimes the quietness gets too loud, and I have to try to distract myself. But the most time, I'm really sitting at home alone doing nothing. I'm sitting at home doing nothing, being sometimes I feel like I waste a lot of time, but I really don't. I'm thinking, I'm praying, I'm sleeping because I drive a tractor trailer and I'm a team driver, so I get as much sleep as possible. I need to go up and clean my room now. So, but this is who I am. And I have to learn that I have to be who I am for me and before I can be that for anybody else. I know what I like. I know what I dislike. I know what I want. And I know what I don't want. I know what I'm willing to give and I know what I'm willing to take. But the most important thing about me is this. I'm very humorous. I'm silly, all of these things. But the most important thing about me is this: when it comes to attraction, I'm not above. I'm not above a rebuke. I'm not above uh hard coaching. I'm not above hard teaching. I'm not above any of those things because I know that I need those things in order for us to get to the next level in life. I'm not above critique. Matter of fact, I enjoy or I embrace healthy critique. I'm open. I'm one of those people that you can say anything to me as long as you say it in a respectful way. That goes for my parents. It goes for my mate. It goes for my children. That goes for anybody. Just respect me. That's all I care about. Don't, fly off at the handle. Don't mistreat me. Don't abuse me with your words. So the first time when a person abused me with their words, I start checking out. I start checking out because I'm not going to do that to you. And I know that yelling, I'm okay with yelling. I understand the difference between yelling at somebody and yelling to somebody. You yell at people that you hate for some reason. You yell to people that you love. Like you yell to your child, get out of the street because there's a car coming. But if you're yelling, calling somebody names and things like that, I'm going to lose attraction for you instantly. There are so many men and women, but specifically men, that get into relationships and they check out and the woman that they're with don't even know because of something they said to them. It's not about being sensitive. It's not about being a little kid or whatever case, or however you want to label it. But us men, this is weird that I have even say this, but us men have feelings too. We have feelings too. And our feelings matter. They don't make us soft. They don't make us no punk. They don't make any of that stuff. So part of my attraction to a woman is if she can embrace that, if she can take care of that part of me. Cause I'm gonna lay it out before you. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna let you have every bit of my feelings and I'm gonna communicate and I'm gonna do all of these things. Can you handle all of that? Can you handle that from me? I'm a big, strong, blue collar man who trusts God. Well, doing better at trusting God more and more every day. And I'm still growing. I'm still learning. But at the same time, though, I still have those times where certain things just like scare the life out of me. And I have to be able to say this to you in a safe place. I have to be able to say, you know what? I don't know where God is right now. Can you cover me? And that's real. A lot of men ain't gonna tell you that, but I tell you. I don't judge anybody. I don't judge anybody's choices. I don't judge anybody's where they are in life. I mean, I could be on chapter 12. They could be on the glossary. They can be on the table of contents. I don't judge anybody's space in life. I listen to people. I try to hear them out. I try to walk with them. I try to understand them because a part of my leadership style is in the moment I assess things, and then whatever you tell me, I build a quote unquote lesson plan, or I build a plan in the moment to get us to where it is we need to go. That's part of my leadership style, situational leadership. I thank God that I was well aware enough to go and check this out and seek this out for myself because I noticed all of these different things about me. But that's who I am. So attraction matters to me. Attraction matters in a major way. And I just want people to understand that don't let nobody tell you. Because I remember like growing up in the church and dealing with singleness and things like that. People would say, oh, just look at a person's heart. I'm not looking at a person's heart from the beginning. I can't see Sister So-and-so's heart through them jeans she got on. I can't. I'm sorry. Physical attraction is going to be number one for me. But 1B is her spirit, her heart, her mind, things like that. So I advise anybody, be with somebody that you're attracted to. Don't let nobody tell you. And I don't care if it's emotional. I don't care if it's whatever works for you. I know women that are sapiosexual. If you can't stimulate their mind, then you won't stimulate no other parts of them. Some men are like that as well. But most men are physically attracted to women more than anything else. But I've seen that before. You got to be able to be silly with me. You got to be able to relax. I've gone through enough in life where I don't want to have to be uptight around you like that all the time. I don't want to have to feel like I'm walking on eggshells around you based on just because you're in your feelings or whatever the case may be. I'm not one of those. I don't really invest too easily emotionally, but for me, it comes gradually. You know, every day, the more time we spend together, things like that, the more I am the more I am emotionally attracted to you, the deeper I go. That's me though. Other people, again, I give you my love, my trust, my honesty, all of these things up front. I don't have a reason to hold on to it, but it's up to you to take care of it though. But the big thing is, I don't want people to think that attraction is everything. No, I've walked away from some baddies. I'm talking about straight up baddies because I just couldn't deal with them, their attitudes and their immaturity and things like that. That's not the end all be all. And I try to teach my children, especially my boys and my girls, but mainly my boys, because I think they'll be affected by this more. Like the one thing about my youngest daughter, Sugar Mama, is one thing I really admire about her. She's the type of person, her attraction is this. Her attraction is how you treat other people. She doesn't care about your look per se. She doesn't care about what you have or what you don't have. What she really cares about your heart towards your fellow mankind. I really appreciate that about her. As her dad, I'm thankful that we were able to raise her that way. We were able she was able to show us and teach us, you know, about those things. But if she sees you mistreating somebody, you'll lose her in the moment. You'll never get her back. DJ, Daryl Jr., he likes what he likes. Destiny likes what she likes. We're still working on Scooter. And DeMarcus, he likes what he likes. But attraction is important. I'll never tell a person that attraction is not important. It's extremely important. Just don't let it make you be your end all be all. Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater, of course, but at the same time, know what you're dealing with when you're dealing with a person. Because attraction the enemy can be crafty when it comes to attraction. He can mess your whole world up based on an attraction. Just go see Samson. Yeah. Samson and I got the same hairstyle. But because he allowed his flesh to take over because of his attraction, messed his whole world up. What? King David. You couldn't tell King David nothing about a baddie. He was going to go after her. Messed up his legacy. Peeking through Bathsheba's window. Y'all get it. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, attraction is important, but it's not everything. It's not everything. But I want to know, you guys, what are you attracted to? I usually only tell women what I'm attracted to, and I still haven't told anything about myself. I'm still safe. Y'all only know surface. I'm not that guy to put everything out there like that, but I do know and understand that attraction is important. Like I said, this show wasn't going to be long today anyway, because this is all I had. This is all I had today. Next week, we're going to talk about Christmas. We're going to talk about, I want you guys to think about this. What was your best Christmas, and what was the gift that made you believe in Christmas? Not necessarily Santa Claus, but Christmas. I got some ideas about myself. The best Christmas for me was everyone that woke up that morning to find something. But yeah, attraction, you guys. Attraction is important. Attraction is key. Attraction is everything to some people, but don't let it be the end all be all. I know this show seemed like I didn't say much today. I didn't talk about much today, and I hope that you guys were able to find something, to grab a hold to something in what I said today. But I think that's it. I'm 48 minutes in. No calls, no more comments and things like that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys have it. It's still early. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. So I praise God for that. So next week is our last show until January. Also, January, we are going to be doing the anniversary. I don't know how I'm going to do it. There's this young man I would like to talk to that my boy Major Turner told me about. This young man has been, he's throwing his hat in the political space in Columbus, or not Columbus, Georgia, in the state of Georgia. And if all goes well, I'm going to do everything I can to support him. If all goes well, I think it'll be life-changing for the state of Georgia and everything that's happening in our world today. So I have yet to reach out to him because I don't really want to bog people down with what's going on right now. Shout out to Pastor Sherry. Thank you so very much. I don't know if I'm motivated, I might do a New Year's Eve show. No, not New Year's Eve. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be at home for New Year's Eve, so maybe I will come on for a few minutes for New Year's Eve. I haven't decided yet. But tentatively, right now, next week's show is going to be the last one for 2025. Man, it's been a ride. I done changed studios and everything. Man, oh man. We're going to do a year in review. Maybe I'll put a year in review video together this week. I don't know. Or next weekend. We'll see. Either way, I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Be careful. If you have an older house, drip your faucets. If you have what you call it, pipes. What they call? Not lead. Copper. If you have copper pipes, they run the risk of freezing over. It's going to be down in the teens tonight, tomorrow. Here in Charlotte, in the Queen City, so it's gonna drop down everywhere else. If you have to drip your pipes, if you have a modern house, chances are you don't have to do it because they have PVC in the walls. If you didn't get it by now, chances are whatever you order won't come to after Christmas. So it is what it is. Be careful in those stores. Please refer back to last week when we were talking about being careful out in these streets while shopping and things like that. Always, I'll run the list down to you again real quick. I still got the list right here in front of me. So always don't overspend. Go out in pairs or groups. If you go alone, make sure somebody has your location. It's something out of the way when it comes to your vehicle when you get back to it, i.e. the windshield wiper blade is up, the gas cap is open, or it look like you got a flat. Just leave. If you got a flat, lock your car door and call somebody that you trust to come help you. Get a receipt for everything. Get a receipt for everything that you do. Thank you, Pastor Sherry. Get a receipt for everything that you do. Because if something happens to you and somebody does take you, and this is the truth, that'll give those that are looking for you a reference point about your whereabouts. If you are getting packages delivered, try to get your packages delivered when you're home. If you're not going to be home, invest in a lockbox and put it on your porch and put a lock on it with a combination on it and take it off and bring it inside. Not the box, but the lock. Yeah, that's it. That's one of the main things. Make sure you look out for each other, please. Take care of one another. It's a lot going on today. Certain people in certain positions in this country is trying to prove a point, and don't be the point that they prove. Make sure you take care of yourself, take care of your family. Don't forget about those that are less fortunate. Pray for me as I pray for you. Pray with me that my daughter has a safe delivery this week for little baby Salem. I guess he's gonna be here this week, hopefully. This is it. This is the last week. And I pray for you guys, and I want you guys to be very blessed. I want you guys to again, help me get to 100 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by next week on YouTube. It's unfortunate, but I don't get to advertise a lot. And for 2026, one of my goals is to let Over the Road go so I can be at home every day, so I can work on my vision, so I can work on my dreams more. So I am happy that you guys are here. I'm happy that you took the time out of your busy schedules and your evenings to spend it with me here on the Daryl Show. So shout out to you guys. I love you. God knows I do. And, treat people nice, treat people correct, treat people right. Christmas season is coming up. Before I go, I'm 54 minutes in. Before I go, thank you, Pastor Jerry. Let me say this real quick. You have people out here, and I deal with this a little bit too, but not a whole lot. Be mindful of the people who are having seasonal depression these days. Some people aren't the very best when it comes around to Christmas season and holiday season because for whatever reason, whether it's familiar, whether it's because they're not having a job, some people just don't feel right when it comes to holiday season. Yes, I know that it's a time for joy. I know it's a time for giving and receiving and things like that. But please be mindful of your brother and sister out there. There are some people who are literally who are running for their lives here in these United States. And we're not even talking across the world. Yes, Christmas has been commercialized and things like that. But at the end of the day, people are still people. And people still need love. People still need joy. People still need respect. But most importantly, people just need space. It doesn't matter what's happening right now. There are some people that are absolutely positively dealing with holiday depression right now. And I really want you guys to be careful and take it easy and love on people. Be careful in traffic. If you're not in a rush, just let somebody in. We never know what somebody's dealing with. There's so much going on today. We see people out here. Having road rage incidents right and left. And I really, really want people to be careful. I really want people to have the heart to really just let your brother and sister have it. We don't need no drama. We don't need no beef. We don't need nobody going to jail. We don't need any of that stuff in this season. We have people that are out here who are losing family members during this time. We have people that it's a lot of stuff that's happening today. So seasonal depression is real. And I want people and if you are experiencing these things, don't be afraid to talk to somebody. You can email me. You can, reach me on Facebook, inbox, whatever. I'll talk to you. I'll do what I can. I'm not a therapist. I put that in my disclaimer. I'm not a therapist, but I will pray for you. I will do these things because it's a life. We were never meant to do this alone. No matter how much pride and arrogance and things like that people want to have, we weren't ever to put here to do this alone. So be careful and take care of one another. Look out for your friend. Look out for your brother. Doesn't matter what they look like. I always understand everybody's God creation, but not everybody's God's child. Simple as that. So please, everybody, this has been the Daryl Show. I love you guys, and I want you guys to have a great week. Be careful. The weather is getting bad out there. Buy all your eggnog, but go to the grocery store, get all your collard greens and your ham hocks, whatever you're going to do, get it all out the way this week. So you don't have to rush and make a mad dash next week, because next Wednesday, a week and a half from now, is go time. Okay. I love you guys. God bless you. God keep you. If you're getting out of school as a teacher, enjoy your time off. If you're getting out of school as a student, enjoy your time off. Love everybody. Don't cheat in spades. We'll talk about that later. God bless you. Hey, little Musty. My bad. I forgot. I was too busy trying to get up out of here because, I'm off to the next thing. Check this out. I forgot to tell you, I need for you to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys being here. Every time you see this chocolate man with these headphones and this doggone black glasses, you're finna get some good quality content. We over here talking with some sense over here, okay? I want you to let all you people know. Tell them to meet me every Sunday night, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook, YouTube, every streaming platform you can find. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate your support, and I thank you. I'll catch you next time. All right? Peace.